The impacts of agriculture have become a big topic when it comes to talking about the environment. These environmental impacts ultimately depend on what specific production practices a farmer uses. Beef production takes a lot of hits for the impacts it has on the environment. Some impacts that are associated with meat production are pollution through fossil fuel usage, animal methane, effluent waste, and water and land consumption. People often focus on these negative impacts and fail to notice the positive impacts of meat production and the solutions to help fix these issues. While beef production does have its impacts on the environment, there are many efforts being made to help reduce the impacts and fix the issues. People aren't often aware of the efforts being made by farmers and ranchers. They usually only hear about the negative things associated with beef production and think the best way to fix it is to cut meat out of their diet completely. Going vegetarian or vegan has become very popular when it comes to solving the environmental issues of beef production. Note that there is nothing wrong with going vegetarian or vegan, but it is not the solution for this issue. People aren't aware of how many products come from beef production, one of the most used being manure for fertilizer, which aids in growing the plants that they eat. In order for these issues to be fixed, people need to come together and support each other instead of stiff-arming meat production. Since our population is supposed to grow so much by the year 2050, it is important that we figure out a way to work together and make our planet as sustainable as possible. Beef is raised in many of the most sensitive and important ecosystems. Some beneficial impacts of beef production are that grazing helps maintain the health of grasslands, soil quality can be improved by their manure, they help seeds germinate, and they help preserve natural habitats for wildlife. 85% of the land that cows graze on is land that cannot be farmed on. They graze on land that would be considered wasteland. Feedlots have actually been proven to be sustainable. Between 1997 and 2007, environmental impacts dropped. The amount of land used to produce cattle dropped by 33%, water use fell by 12%, and the greenhouse gas footprint fell by 16%. With selective breeding and more efficient feeding systems, more beef is produced per animal, which in turn means lower environmental impacts per pound of beef. Beef production sustainability is still a work in progress, but as a whole, we can work together to come up with the best solutions possible to help fix these issues. The farmers and ranchers who raise these animals care about the environment more than anyone knows. They work hard and treat livestock like family because their livestock is their livelihood. They want to do what is best for the animals and best for the environment so everyone is happy and healthy.